All right.
Do it live.
Do it live. Oh, hey guys, we are live. Welcome to our recount slash findings for the results of round of 64 day 2. I am the head best boy of this committee, Dirk the Red Panda, alongside, let me pull up the Discord because you all are here. We're gonna go in order. So we have Cetus, Fallen Wolf, Koromaru slash Zachary, or Cass Zacharias, Grizz, better known as Blyde Lewid, Stadler Plank, and Warwick. So we have 6 others alongside with me, and that gives us a odd number just in case we have to do any tiebreakers. But I kind of know the results already, so I will kind of not be shocked. But yeah, so what happened was there were a lot of duplicate votes. Some were just Amicus Leo Stan votes, where it's just Amicus or Leo was the only one answered, and then they just were spammed like 100 or whatever many times. I'll get into it. But there were also some where people responded all 16 times or more than one, so 2 to 16 responses, I guess. I mean, like, or 2 to 16 questions were answered, is what I mean. But basically, they took their answers and then reduplicated them and basically did that multiple times to a point where it swung the votes off. So let me explain which is which. So basically, the green ones are the duplicates, the ones where there's more than one response, and is it a duplicate of its previous response? Or one that is suspiciously a duplicate, like maybe it was every other or something like that. Enough where at least most of them we could have a formula to answer it, but some we had to manually override. Then moving on to the red ones, we have Amicus slash Leo stands. So some of these are Amicus, some are Leo. You'll see as I scroll down on the removed responses page. So we remove the green, red, and the blue responses, which are blank responses, which really didn't affect anything, but you know, they're kind of annoying. So we go to the balance responses. They're all removed. And these are the results that are going to be, well, displayed via pie graph and via table. And so these are the official results. So I'm going to link this spreadsheet after I'm done revealing the results, but this will be available here in the description and on Discord. So this will basically be the new and official results for day 2, round of 64. Now let's get to the responses and why we had to remove them. Okay, so let me start out with the green ones, the culprits of the duplicate response syndrome, I guess you can call them. I will organize them kind of from A to Z, so maybe I won't get them in the best order, but okay, I got Amicus stands first, so I guess we'll go with the Stan votes first. So within like minutes or within, consecutive answers, yes, whatever they're called, thanks, Cetus.
Sometimes the same seconds.
Yes.
I am not Cetus.
Oh, fuck, you're Stadler. Oh, shit.
You wish you were.
You two sound the same. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Do we?
Fight.
I don't know.
I kid, but sorry, my brain just was turned off.
That's okay.
But yeah, so Stad and I went through researching this. Stad went first, and I kind of dummy checked him, and basically I used my results as final results and used stats to compare. But we got basically the same answers. Like maybe there was like 1 or 2 that were off because like he eyeballed, I did more formula based. But what happened was Amicus, or I guess Amicus, got stand about, or exactly, 100 times.
No,
So
wait.
basically, Amicus.
Oh yeah, Amicus 100 times. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to Leo, but I guess we can go to. We'll get down to Leo, but we're doing this in alphabetical order, I guess, because that's how spreadsheets did it. Whatever. But after that, after 100 stands for Amicus, we had somebody we like to call Greg Murdoch, who basically voted for Greg, Murdoch, Juichi, Fox, Righty, Anders, Nick Wilde, Banjo, KK Slider, Neferu, Liko, Spencer, Keisuke, Alex, Dean, and Leo. And so they did that same 16 responses, or 16 answers, I guess I should call them, because each one of these is a response. So 16 answers. They did their same 16 answers, a total of...
Wait, do you want to give the number?
Oh, yes, I'm scrolling down. It keeps going.
It's just a big number.
Very big
So,
number. Here it is.
Yeah.
121 times. Within 2
So y'all
days.
can crunch the numbers on that.
Oh yeah, some of them were done within the same second. Like here, 3 times in a row, 3 times in a row. Some were back-to-back seconds where it was like 6. Okay, these are within 2 seconds. Before we got to this mad jaunt in the last 10 minutes, some of the earlier ones were like within 2 seconds, or maybe within consecutive seconds, or within like 13 seconds. Whoever did this really had either A, a lot of time, or B, a lot of computer science knowledge, and I appreciate the hustle, but we are changing some of the rules because of it. Thank you, Greg Murdoch, for making us realize that we can't trust people.
Not the rules, just the way.
Which is a shame, because at the end of the day, everyone, at the end of the day, this is just a fun little competition. It's not meant to be taken seriously. This is just a little fun thing. So
Exactly.
He's lying.
So
It is meant to be taken seriously,
obvious.
actually.
Yeah,
It's
so
obvious.
it was very
Your
obvious once we saw the
value as a
pattern.
human being depends entirely on the results of it.
Sure. But let me get to the Leo stance, because the Greg Murdoch order just kind of threw it off. So some of these say true for duplicates because they were consecutive observations, or like really close to each other within 10 seconds of response. So basically, Leo ended up having individual Leo stands, quote unquote, not the Leo stand of Greg Murdoch, but Leo stands were 32. So there was 32 of that. And then there were some we just kind of took out because they're like only like 1 or 3 duplicates of just, miscellaneous. But for the sake of consistency, we took out 3 duplicates by the guy who voted Yuichi and Fox 3 times in a row. And these are just random duplicates. So those are the removed responses, and like I showed in the previous slide, we have the balanced results here. So none of those results, none of the highlighted results are included here. So all the results that I'm going to show you are the now official and fair results. And these are the final results now that we have removed fraudulent voting. So let me kind of shrink the window just so you guys can kind of see the chat box. And
As a message to all you the stands of these characters, you tried to save them, but in the end it was all for naught.
exactly. And like I keep saying, there's always next year.
oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty more next year. The speed with so many furry visual novels coming out is getting a little ridiculous. It's making our job so hard. I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't breathe.
If every visual novel gets like their own stands, it's like okay, because, like it's stands, it's like kind of the competition we want.
It's stand time.
We need a character named Stan.
So if you're going to stand a character, at least do it if you're standing a character against another character stand.
Oh yeah, battle for stands, and then you gotta have some Mary Sue's in there as the side characters, or Gary Stews.
What do you mean we have to have Mary Sue's in there? We already have.
Oof, are you about to call out somebody in this bracket?
No, let him finish, because I want to hear this, because I want to know if the character I like.
I did actually.
We might have to go to commercial break.
I did actually think this far into the joke. I just wanted to call like a random character out.
And now Cetus is like, oh wait, which one do I choose?
There's so many.
There's so many.
Listen, there's pitchforks right next to me.
Just to be a little pissy little shit. What do you mean we don't have Mary Sue's? We have Amicus.
All right, hold on. We're going to commercial break. We're going to commercial break. All right, cut the cameras.
Yeah, no.
We'll be right back.
Mhm.
Uh,
JK, I love Amy.
Yeah, we all have our opinions, but all right. So, are you guys ready for the redone results? So, I'm starting from Greg and Tyler. So, I'm redoing all of day two's results with the new results. If I show you my, where is it? This is the original day 60 or day two results. I have day one here for
feels
response
60 days,
reference.
doesn't it?
Huh?
It feels like 60 days, doesn't it?
Oh, seriously, it felt like that trying to get all this done.
Okay, wait. Spoiler alert. The votes for Greg probably, the removed votes for Greg probably didn't affect anything.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I was gonna
yeah,
say
so-
he probably still
I think
won.
Greg's safe.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Greg and some of those are safe. Like, you know, I'll try and go through quicker some of the obvious ones. But yeah, I mean, I have a link on my overview sheet here if you want to see the old results. But yeah, we went from having 172 on day one to 699 the second day, hence the suspicion and need for action. So let's get into the actual results. We have, oh shoot, that's in the way. Number 3 seeded Greg from Night in the Woods versus 62nd seed Talos from Bad Time Stories. The winner is, whoa, Greg.
What a
Oh shit, wrong
what an
window.
upset.
I am so genuinely surprised. I don't know how.
Tyler's took back a whole 6% of the vote. Yippee!
Yeah. Oh really? Yeah.
Wait, I should not say that because I'm sorry, Tylos' creator. I'm sure Tylos is great, but
I could, with all due respect and nothing against the creator, I only played through Tylus's route and I could not play through anymore. I played a little bit and I could not play anymore.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
could you
personal it's personal
Yeah.
opinion. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
Talos was the only one represented from Bad Time Stories, so sorry Talos and Bad Time Stories, you are not a part of the bracket anymore. So now between
Okay.
the results of Murdoch and Yuichi, the results of Murdoch and Yuichi, scroll, with 278 responses also coincidentally, I double checked this because I was going crazy with that. The winner of Yuichi and Murdoch is Yuichi with 62.9% of the vote. A complete flip from the closer version where Yuichi only lost by 30 or
hell.
something.
Congratulations, Tennis Ace fans.
You happy, Basket?
Is he? Wait, is he?
I
Is
am
he
a Murdoch stan.
Yeah, well, too bad, Yuichi. Let's go.
All right. So yeah, when I talked about Greg Murdoch, Murdoch was one of those that got 120 extra votes as a result of Greg Murdoch. So yeah, even though you didn't maybe intentionally try to make Murdoch win, maybe you kind of did with whoever got the results changed. So moving on to Tom Nook versus Juichi. I think this might also be another blowout because where was he? Tom Nook got destroyed by Juichi, and the winner with 328 responses is much closer than you expect, actually. Juichi with only 55.5% of the vote.
Rip.
Yeah. I'm shocked it got that close, but still. We have two
That's really
upsets.
yeah.
And last but not least, we have... Oof, this one's probably going to be a blowout too. Fox from Star Fox versus Travis from BSX Light. Sorry again for BSX Light, just like Bad Time Stories. Not the best seeding, but, you know, that's what kind of happens, you know, when you're kind of a new contender. I wish the best for these writers, but, you know, the winner of Fox and Travis, 267 responses, is a dominant Fox with 85%.
Fire.
That's one of the few that has an even percentage, though. Actually,
It feels very satisfying when that happens.
yeah.
All right, so
Oh.
now we will
Good
move
stuff.
on to the Octant 6. So Octant 6 was Leekalau versus Righty from Major Minor.
Oh, gee, I wonder who won.
I think this one is pretty much the same. Let me just scroll down. The old results are here. So the old results were
Ooh.
pretty
That's
close.
That was actually closer than I expected.
And I think that might be thrown off because the winner is a much more dominant Legal Out, 81.9% to 18.1% for Righty.
Jesus.
Righty was also part of the Greg Murdoch duplication.
Was he though? I guess
Well,
he was.
Yeah, he was one of the answers that was duplicated. Or 18.1, I can't count. There we go.
It just goes to show you how much this has changed our way of life. Thank you, Greg Murdoch.
Yes. Greg Murdoch, we love you. Not really. Alright, next up was Horkeo Kamui from Tokyo After School Summoners versus Anders from After Class. This is the original result. A dominant Anders victory. And
Yeah,
the
I
winner...
found that result weird.
I found that very weird it was that dominant, but the winner with 275 responses now goes to a less dominant but still winning Anders with 60.4%.
Okay, that's still interesting to me.
I find
I
that
thought-
interesting too.
Most people are horny, like fucking.
Yeah, I thought like Horkeo Kamui is like one of the like poster child for Bara.
Yeah, it's like I saw it on Twitter. Like I'd see Horkeo Kamui on Twitter all the time. Like I was shocked. Like when I made him a higher seed, I was like, okay, he's gonna make at least one more round or two more rounds. Like, you know, he seemed to be a strong candidate. Actually, no, maybe not two more rounds. He's going up against Galau. Sorry, Anders. We wish the
Anders.
best.
By the way, I would highly recommend people give that game a try. It's actually it has a lot. It's actually pretty fun. It's not bad for
Tokyo
when you,
School Summoners are the one Anders from.
both. But let's talk about Tokyo After School Summoners. That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, After
And
Class
it's
is
free to
alright.
play.
It's on
It's free
mobile.
to it's
It
it's
fits
free to play.
your pocket.
All right, so moving on to Nick Wilde
Best of-
versus Shiro. So Nick Wilde from Zootopia, Shiro from Brand New Animal.
Will the weeds
Monster
pull
Kid's got
out?
this one.
Will
The
the weeds
weeds?
pull?
Let's
So-
see what happens.
Will they pull out? Sorry, Tuxedos is lying. That was hell awkward. 287 responses. The winner is Nick Wilde with 71.8%. I think that was more dominant, or was it?
Take that.
No, it was less
I
dominant.
was about to say, yeah.
He got
Take that.
8 or 9% back. Not bad. 71.8.
Yeah, but you still
versus-
got stomped.
The original poster child for furries versus the new poster child for furries.
No,
Exactly.
that's still Lego Sheep. That's still Lego Sheep.
Oh yeah, Legoshi is still there.
I don't think he'll ever leave.
Who knows? I feel like if we do this next year, like we'll have some different poster childs or new characters
Yeah.
maybe from those shows. That's the thing that's gonna be interesting. Like if I kept doing this, it's like let's see how the fandom evolves in terms of fandoms. Or
I was gonna
fans.
say it's amazing ever since Zootopia how many like furry animes and stuff have been coming into the media. I'm like, wow, made a huge difference.
Yeah, so originally we had a dominant victory from Banjo against Ulrich. So Banjo from Banjo Kazooie, Ulrich from Winds of Change. And this one's probably not going to change that much. Only 270 responses. We have a less dominant, but still dominant Banjo with 74.8% to
Wow.
Ulrich's 25.2%.
It was almost
almost
a
equal.
fourth. It was almost a fourth, but some rando had to vote.
Right. Oh shoot, I forgot to add the octants and the stars. Whatever, that's not going to matter. You guys get to see these results here in
It's
green.
J2. This is the yeah.
It's not a big deal now. I'll do it next time. But yeah, since this is a revision, then you know, we don't have to try as hard. Alright, so next up is KK Slider from Animal Crossing New Horizons versus Brymore from Identity.
Just Animal Crossing in general.
Yeah, Animal Crossing in general. Whatever. Yeah, scroll. 281 responses. The winner goes to KK Slider with 73.3%.
Oh, excellent.
Very excellent indeed. Nah, I kid, but 26.7 to Brymore. Good run from Brymore from Identity. Once again, that is the third novel that I can recount right now that is out. No, wait. Fourth, actually. Bad Time Stories is out. B6 Light is out. Tokyo After School Summoners is out. Identity. Oh, actually, a lot of stories have been knocked out, but that's what happens when you're in the round of 64. All the at-large bids will either get knocked out or upset somebody. All right, so now we have Nefero versus Adder. This is where the
I'm
original
pretty sure.
results.
Mm.
A
Wow.
dominant. That was the original results. Those are really dominant from Nefero, but I think the results may not have changed too much as from this. We still
Really?
had 323 responses, and the winner is a not much closer, but kind of closer. Nefero beating Adder out by 30-ish%, give or take.
People appreciate thick ass more than thick arm.
Thick forearms, man. Very nice. But, I mean, if you play the Hayseed Knight, Adder is a pretty awesome character. You know, this was just a very tough situation for him to be seeded against Nefero. We seed, but, like, the seedings are, you know, the matchups are coincidental. Like, when we see 26-27, we don't think, oh, we're seeding him to face off against Adder or whoever, unless we have to switch for same story situation or whatever. But, yeah, most of these are most of them, if they're not manually switched, are just all coincidence for the matches. So yeah, just bad luck from the Hayseed Knights. Sorry, Sandra. All right, up next we have Liko versus Mr. Parker. This one had the original winner being Liko from the Pirate's Fate, edging out Parker, so this one was pretty close. Will Liko still have enough votes to win this category, or this round, per se?
Is his first name Parker and his last name Stone?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's the surnames of the creators of South Park combined.
Oh, shit.
Wow. I didn't
Trey
realize
Parker
that.
and Matt
Oh,
Stone.
I don't-
That might be a coincidence.
Yeah, the guy is, like, I think from the Philippines, the creator might be, or he's from, like, a Pacific Island, like, country or
It's from South
something.
Park.
I think it is the Philippines.
Yeah, it may have been
Or at
Philippines,
least
like
I think-
Andy Peg.
I think.
Is South Park big in the Philippines? Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe not.
we don't know. We're Americans.
We- All right, so the winner with 260 responses between Liko from The Pirate's Fate and Mr. Stone, or Parker, from After Class, is now Parker now at 65%, as opposed to 35% from Liko.
Oh, my poor baby.
It's also even. Nice and even.
My poor baby.
So we have so that is our second flippin' results. I'd say Yuichi was our first, and Parker/Mr. Stone is our second. All right, so do we have any more? I didn't specify the number just so people don't guess and find out obvious things. But our next match is Spencer versus Orville, which Cetus is still salty about.
I'm
Just
still
saying.
salty because you picked literally the. Grr.
Suggest him next year if you're there this year. Like, ugh.
How did you even get Orville and Wilbur over Raymond?
I was doing it based on who I saw on Twitter. I saw Apollo, I saw Orville, I saw Wilbur, of course
Okay,
KK
Apollo
Slider.
makes sense. Apollo
See-
makes sense, but
See,
really-
I had some suggestions, but I found out about this so late I couldn't put them in because I would have gave a few good suggestions. I think.
Yeah,
well,
this was very
in any
rare.
case, I don't think it's gonna change.
Oh yeah, definitely not, because Spencer has a
No.
dominant 83.3%. The result with 280 votes is definitely Spencer with 76.1% now. Wow. To Orville's 23.9. Good run
That's
from
a
the
little-
Dodos, but sorry, both of them
a
are
little
out.
too high, honestly. I'm surprised it isn't 5%.
You
0.5%.
guys,
I'm surprised we haven't given any, like, bad stars yet. Like, why were you even trying stars?
Wait, is that like
Nobody's gone under 10% yet, which is shocking
Oh.
because
Under
even
10%.
last round we didn't have to like modify. There was no like double like suspicious votes or anything like that, and still with them they had some like domination like that. And from Alex, God, see this. But I'll explain what we're doing from now on for future polls after these final four matches. We have Sly Cooper
Okay.
versus Case K from Tennis Ace, which Case K had a huge domination originally. The winner is still Case K with 70.7. A big upset. I think this might be the official biggest upset we have so far.
Well, what do you mean?
in terms of seeding, like that's the biggest difference in seeding, I guess. Like, 50th seed being a 15th seed is much bigger than a 42nd seed being a 23rd seed. Things like that. Like if you did, yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
All right,
Chester from extracurricular activities versus
Moo.
Alex
Two-
from Tennis Ace. All
Two
right,
tennis
so
space.
this one originally was kind of one-sided. Chester lost to Alex. Yeah, Alex is the winner, so 270 to 165. The winner with 308 responses is actually now Chester, barely pulling it out with 53.2%.
Oh,
That is our
Ooh.
third switch of the day. So Chester represents
Congratulations,
extracurricular.
Dine fans.
so that's two extracurricular activity characters. They're making it to the next round.
Okay, who?
Dozer, Chester. No, that's 3 actually now. Dozer, Spencer,
Three.
Chester.
Oh, that's right.
Poor Grifter didn't make it. The highest seeded
I
lost in the first
know!
round.
Wait,
I was shocked.
Was Darius in this?
Darius was
He was in the
against
last-
TJ.
Oh,
That one was pretty close, actually. It was down to 51 and 49%.
Which was really close.
That was the closest match of the last round.
Dean William.
Dean
Win.
versus William. This one was pretty impressive, too. The
salty
original
about it.
results were a surprise Dean for 79.5%. And the results now with 314 responses is still Dean with 71.3%. Dean still
Wow.
beats William 28.7%. All right. Can everybody take a deep breath for me?
Oh no, here it is.
This is the one. The reason why we had to go back and change everything.
Oh boy.
Originally, we had Leo versus Amicus, and Leo pulled it out by 3%, I'd say. 16
That's
votes.
pretty close.
It was really close, but given that a bunch from both sides had to be taken away, we have some new results that have changed the mix. Here
Everybody
we
in
go.
the chat, do a drum roll. Drum roll, please.
Ting tang wah wah bing bang ooh ting tang wah wah bing bang.
417 responses for this one. The winner of Amicus versus Leo.
It's Cassius.
Yeah! Woo! No, it's Kato.
Hell yeah.
Kato got dead last in our rankings if you checked our Google Sheets. So, yeah, when we ranked our candidates, Kato was way out of the running. So, poor Kato. Killed like... Oh, what, are we spoiling? Never mind. All right, moving on. The winner of Amicus and Leo. Amicus with 54.4% to 45.6 from Leo. Look, I can actually
stupid-
click on this and 190 votes to 227.
Everybody in the stream,
close.
I'm gonna have to play Echo because I gotta see what's so great about Leo.
I mean, it's.
What was it,
the
45.6?
criteria of him being a good boy,
Yes.
He's not a good boy, but in the criteria of like.
Shut up,
being
Stadler, he's
written
amazing.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, he's the best written character on this list.
I would agree for his story at least, but
His story,
yeah,
I think,
we could argue.
His story, I have like problems with, but as a character, I think he's definitely
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the strong.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I think he's the most compelling character on this list.
All right. Like
But
that was
he's
the
not a good boy.
that was the
That
problem.
was the hardest
like,
one for me to choose who to vote for, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we were doing for best boys, and when it's like the best boy thing. It's tough because you have like, it's like Leo got an at-large, or not an at-large. He got a popular vote bid, so he was the most popular voted from Echo. And since his score was lower than pretty much everybody except one person in this bracket, so he had to be on the list. But since he was lower than like everybody else besides Mark from Afterclass, he got the second to last seating based on like our jury rankings. So next year we're definitely gonna try and like expand our jury a little bit more, so we have at least more people to balance out our rankings. Hold on,
Also,
I
I want to remove some of the more mainstream characters because they just dominate.
Oh yeah. We keep saying next year in the future, but it's like, I just want to like try something like this again sometime.
Let's focus.
I mean, I'm trying to think what else we could do that's similar to this.
All right, so I'm going to paste the link here in the description so people can kind of view the results. So yeah, now you guys can access these results, and I have an XLS sheet that you can also check out too if you want to see the formulas I used for making sure I could find duplicates and fraud votes. But yeah, I just wanted to do that for proof, just so it wasn't just us winging it and going, oh, we don't know what we're doing. I really gotta thank Stadler too, especially for helping me out with this, because he was the first on this with me. Like he really like started it. Like I was going to start right after the stream, but then I had some things come up, and so Stad took the time to kind of seed through things, and I kind of dummy checked, double checked. We got pretty much the same answers, and he helped confirm the answers that we have now. So yes,
And thus, he contributed to the fall of several characters.
4 characters.
Killer. What can I say?
So 4
Killer, Queen, Gunpowder, Gelatin.
So 4 characters got flipped as a result of it. So Parker instead of Liko won, Amicus instead of Leo won. So 2 L's. Literally got 2 L's. Where is it? Yuichi and Murdoch got flipped, so Yuichi won instead. And where's the final one? No, that's it. That's the final one. I
So
think.
there are 3.
Oh wait, that's 3. I can't count. Holy crap.
Wait, was no.
Oh wait.
I know the Chester one.
Chester beat Alex. Sorry, I missed that one. So it was Chester, Parker, Yuichi, and Amicus won instead of their original winners, and that was kind of a result of Greg Murdoch voting 121 times, heavily changing the votes. So, like I said, we are impressed, but we are very disappointed in how that really brought up false expectations for our results. So let me go to day 2 and show you, or at least the round of 32, I guess you could say, and review who our round of 32 matchups are, because I'm going to start both of them on Wednesday. So day 1, quote unquote, so the first half of it, the west half of the bracket is Shuichi from Tennis Ace versus Galahine from Beastars.
I think it's Gohin.
I watched the anime, guys. I know how it's pronounced. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I kid, but
Well, okay. Lego She said Gohin, says Gohin, so I just call him Gohin.
it's weird. Like Galahine.
I don't know.
It's like whatever you want to say.
The weirdest thing is they spell Haru's name Hal.
They
I legit
spell that,
thought Hal. Yeah, they spell Haru's name Hal.
and then they spell Lewis's name with an R, so it's like Ruiz. It's like Rudy, and I'm like, what?
That makes sense because R's and L's are a similar
Had.
sound.
Well, I suppose if you say Hal in like that sort of dialect, it would sound like Haru.
Yeah. Whatever. So the winner of Shuichi and Galahine will face the winner of Cliff from the Smoke Room versus June from Tennis Ace.
Jun.
So we got 2 soft boys against 2 hard boys.
Hard, but ew.
Or 2 emotionally tougher boys, I guess you could say, versus 2 emotionally softer boys.
Hashtag Cliff is a good bean.
Yeah, they're both such good beans. That one's gonna be a tough one for me.
This one's gonna be a good one. I like this one. I think this will be an interesting
Haida versus Kuya.
Yes, Haida versus Kuya.
Hey, why don't we at Ben Diskin so he can stand Haida?
He could actually stand Jack and Haida. So both of them are in the next round.
We probably you could also at Jonah or Jonah to stand Lego She.
Oh yes, we can stand Jonah. Oh man, if they saw this,
he's literally active in the B-Star server.
Oh no,
Really?
there's a server. Oh god, All right,
Oh, my
back on track though. Definitely talk about this after I mention the matches, but Haida from Agretzko versus Kuya from Morinatsu will face off the winner of Tyson from Password versus Bowser from Super Mario Bros. Tyson was the big upset against Coach Grifter in round 1, so he's the
Legoshi
lowest
is-
seed to have made the next round.
Okay.
All
Legoshi versus Dozer. Oh.
Yeah.
that's
Dying, you might want to really stand this one.
I mean, in terms of a physical fight, that would be very one-sided, but in terms of best boyness, it's gonna be another way. But the winner of Legoshi
No,
and
I actually think Legoshi would slaughter Dozer.
Yeah, I think
that would
so,
be
too.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Have
would
you read the manga?
Oh yeah.
I
Now
read
I'm starting to
chapter
think.
50.
I regret
Yeah,
that.
read the manga, you'd realize Legoshi's fucking insane.
Well,
I'm not.
I love the memes of him where it's just like,
while writing, Pardu probably like snorted 15 pounds of cocaine.
yeah. I mean, I feel like
Something
it's like you
happened.
see the Juno memes with like her, and it's just like Legoshi, why won't you kiss me, Legoshi?
Oh, yeah.
Rabbits.
Rabbit.
Rabbits.
Jaku versus Tobias.
Tobias. I forgot his first
See, all-
letters. Tobias.
The J stands for Jedediah.
Oh god, that sounds so
I don't
morbid.
think it's not Jebediah, it's Jedediah.
Either way, so Jack from Beastars versus TJ from Echo will face the winner of Legoshi and Dozer. But
that's
to finish off the Octant, so the winner of
Ooh.
each of these Octants will be in their Octant final, I guess you can call them, the round before the Elite Eight, the Sweet 16. But the final Octant for day 1, quote unquote, is Sissel from Repeat versus Lin Hu from Nekajishi.
That's gonna be another interesting one.
And then the winner of that will face off Nikolai from the Smoke Room versus Wolf from
Yes.
Star Fox.
Wolf. Oh no, I don't know who to choose. I main Wolf and Smash, but Nikolai is my boy.
I feel so split on that one too. Okay, so day 2. Just keep in mind both of these polls will start on Wednesday, but start of day 2, we have Greg from Night in the Woods versus Yuichi from Tennis Ace.
Yuichi is great.
And then we
He's
have...
he's great.
You sure about that? You feel like you had a pause there for a moment.
I had to
I'm
think
sorry,
about it.
Basket. I'm sorry, Basket, if you're listening to this. I played Tennis Ace. I love it so much. Thank you for gifting it. Thank you so much. It's just so.
All right, the winner of Yuichi and Greg will face the winner in the regional finals, or I guess
Oh, boy.
double regional finals. Will face off the winner of Fox from Star Fox versus Juichi from Morinatsu.
It's technically Fox McCloud.
Oh yes, Fox McCloud. Sorry, I could actually change that.
No,
But do I feel like it?
it's
no.
just everybody knows who it is. It's Fox
It's
from Star Fox.
Yeah, everybody's gonna know it. He's
Like,
the main
wow.
character. All right, and then the next Octant 6. Likalau, Clouded Leopard from Nekajishi will face off against Anders from Afterclass. The winner will face off the winner of Banjo from Banjo-Kazooie versus Nick Wilde from Zootopia.
Banjo and Kazooie.
It's gonna be an interesting one.
Wait, where do we fit Kazooie into this?
In the backpack.
The backpack suffocate him.
Like, does Kazooie count towards Banjo's?
Best
Hmm.
boyness?
I don't
I
know.
would say Banjo is just a separate entity. Like, we didn't count. I can't say Wilbur and Orville because they're separate characters, but I try to think of another duo. Like
It's called
Jin and
Banjo
Gin.
Kazooie, not Banjo and Kazooie.
I get. That one's up to personal interpretation. But the next Octant is Octant 7. So KK Slider from Animal Crossing in general
Yeah.
versus Neferu from Adastra.
Oh, this one's gonna be hard because like KK Slider's a smooth dude, but
But then
Neferu is
How is
Oh.
Nefera though?
crap. Like
Like Nefera will get into your pants without you realizing.
Neferu, like okay, okay. I'm gonna quote a Haps drawing of Neferu, and like he is a man eater.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
All right, but the winner of Neferu and KK Slider will face off the winner of Spencer from Extracurricular Activities versus Parker, Mr. Stone, from After Class. All right.
Not before that.
And the final octant here, Octant 2.
Ooh, tennis battle.
The tennis battle. We have Keisuke from Tennis Ace versus Chester from Extracurricular Activities. The winner.
Okay, in an actual tennis match, Keisuke would floor Chester.
I mean, Chester's older, so maybe more experienced, but Keisuke, yeah, in terms of, like, he'd be the guy who would totally dick around with Chester and, like, make him so pissed off.
Keisuke is... Well, I mean, Keisuke, like, just... He gave Yuichi not too much trouble, but, like, he still is pretty good. He's high tier, but, like...
He's a pushover is what you mean.
Yeah, well, he's still great. I think he's definitely more skilled and refined in his technique than Chester.
I'd say Keisuke has potential because he's younger still. Like, he's still a second year technically you could call him a junior in high school. He's technically a junior in high school. And Chester, I think, is a senior in college.
But the thing is, in terms of strength, fucking Chester would kick his ass.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah,
Here's a real question, though. Who would win, Spencer or Yuichi?
That was something I was thinking
I
about.
say Spencer.
I think did we talk about?
I say Spencer.
I'd have to say Yuichi from, like, just in terms of professional potential. Like, Spencer has not... Like, Spencer has talked about possibly going pro,
Spencer
but...
had, like, sponsorships or, like... Like, Yuichi is, like... Very... Like, he's renowned across the state. I don't know about Spencer.
The entire country, you mean. But anyway, back to the final match. The winner of Keisuke and Chester will face off the winner of Amicus from Adastra versus Dean from Password.
Can Dean pull off another upset?
That would be very interesting. Maybe some controversy. This is why...
This bear is nothing but upsetting.
To
even
you.
in his own game.
I like him. I played Dean. He's my first
I know, but like he is still upsetting. He's a horny little shit.
He asked for consent, damn it.
Well, you know what? Maybe. Shut up.
You shut up.
Okay, I'm very sorry. Those words were out of line. My remarks were very much uncalled for. I apologize for my actions, and I hope to do better. Also, you're stupid.
You're stupid. Okay, back to the actual votes. Alright, well, what I was going to explain. From now on, from round 32 onward, for the rest of March Madness history, people can only respond a single time for a vote. You can only have one response per poll. So day 1 is its own response, day 2 is its own. But this means you'll have to be logged into your Google account or log in through Google in order to access the polls, which most of you are because you're on your YouTube channels responding right now. But yeah, this means that you can only have one vote, or one vote per match, I guess. And however, you can go back and edit that response if you made a mistake or want to change it. So you could still be like, oh shoot, I put the wrong person. But since Google will track which email it's from, it won't tell me, but it will anonymously know that if you're trying to vote multiple times, they'll say, nope, can't vote multiple times. You can edit your response though. So
I think another thing that we will be doing, and correct me if I'm wrong, is not allowing people to see the results as they are coming in.
That is one we will consider. I think we should be like. I definitely think that should be one we will.
I don't think
do
that we
from
should
now.
do that because then no one knows if they have to do a panic bot.
Oh yeah.
To make their husbando win.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's a good idea. We are making this decision live, and I think that's a good idea now because when people say it's like neck and neck, I kind of had moments where I kept spoiling. Oh, it's neck and neck for a certain vote. Okay, I think it's a much better idea because then at least when I do the results, it is completely, there is no like pre-knowledge of it, like, oh, he was dominating beforehand. Yeah. Okay. I could like do little recaps.
You think we wouldn't need to do that in a freaking goofy furry bracket, but here we are.
Somebody
what we've seen.
Somebody mentioned a good point. They said, what if it's 2 different accounts?
Well, if
Well-
it's two different accounts at that point, it's like fine. But I mean, the thing is,
Or you just can, like-
we're not gonna know that those two accounts are yours. But we're trying to prevent people from making like 50 billion like accounts. Like it's like it'd be harder to even make like just Google bot accounts. But if we
As the
do
resident
know,
like voting system nerd, there's literally no way to have a secure online vote. So and this is not a real election.
Right.
So
We're just trying to do the best to make it a fair.
yeah, like
Exactly.
there will always be something wrong because if you don't use paper ballots, you're fucked.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's like it's like it does dissuade people from voting for like multiple times or trying to do hack stuff like that. But it's not perfect, and that's kind of what we're all getting at. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try and analyze too. Like if I start seeing anything like really suspicious or start seeing a trend that I really notice, like somebody's really jumping up in the polls, like I can always download CSVs before the final results come, but unless we manually check each CSV for when it's updated, we're not going to know that somebody duplicated a response 50 billion times. So, like I said, as long as it's like, please do not okay, let me rephrase it. Try
Don't
not
cheat.
to make
It's
a billion
bad.
accounts. Yeah, don't cheat. Exactly. Just don't cheat.
As we said before, this is more meant for fun at the end of the day, and we all know that we enjoy just having a good time. So please just try to be fair and try to only vote once.
Yeah, and it's like the thing that I would have to do if worse comes to worse with the bot email fraud type of thing would be I'd have to make the CSV document not be anonymous for emails, and I'd have to see then like, oh, is this like a robot making like crazy emails or something like that? But like I said, that would be a privilege I'd have to take away. The anonymity would be something I have to take away if it got that bad. So
Please don't make us have to take your privileges away.
Yeah. This is like a class. We don't want to take your privileges away. We want you to have fun at recess.
It's like when you have to sit in the corner. You don't want to sit in the corner, do you? No,
Right.
nobody does.
All right. So basically a single vote, I am going to go to the copy of the rules and add that in too. So where is it? I have a rule sheet now that really helps with breaking down how this thing will go.
Gonna break you down. Dun, dun. Dun, dun.
There we go. I come back to this.
All right. So results cannot be shown to the participants unless it's through. Okay. No. The only. Yeah, the only way to access them is through the live stream results video and any CSV files made available by the committee. There we go. So basically, unless the committee shows you the results or displays them at the end and goes, hey, here you go, you can't see them otherwise. So, it has to be up to us to show the results. So those are our matchups for round 2. I will make this bracket here. East and West side are both filled out. I'll make this public on Discord once I finish this video, but any questions for us? Or any comments from the committee here?
Your Discord link is still not in the description.
I hate myself. Ah, God.
Well, he did pretty good. We have all of our.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, no, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, no, I'm being sarcastic about that.
Should I put a YouTube video?
Chase, no, Leo didn't. Yeah, there you go.
Leo did not win, and
Did not win, yeah, because-
okay, did somebody at me? Oh,
Don't ask.
thanks, Stadler.
Wait, what? Oh, the
It
You
it
just
was
added
close
me.
though. It was pretty close.
All right, so let me edit the link. Never expires, no limit. Generate a new link. Alrighty, so there we go. It is in here. So save. I try and copy the stream format to show the Discord the same links over and over again. But there you go, guys. If you want to join the Discord, if you want to see results, keep up to date on this bracket, that is all in my Discord. And the Wednesday polls will start on Wednesday. I will be the only one on stream for that because there's no results. I don't need the jury to help tiebreak anything. I'll just say, oh, the results open now. Or not the results, the polls open now. And do that. Just like cutting the ribbon open. So that will be basically Wednesday. Friday will be our results. I'm still trying to find a time for Wednesday and Friday because, you know, when everybody's online for online classes and stuff and, you know, work and all that, you gotta make sure you don't ruin their internet. So I'm going to try sometime in the early afternoon, but I'll try and post the exact time tomorrow, maybe even Wednesday morning at the latest. But yeah, sometime early afternoon tomorrow, I hope. And maybe I could possibly stream Password or Smoke Room or whatever else is updated if I have time today. I haven't streamed an actual game in like a week or so. I'm sorry, guys.
I was gonna say you've been a busy guy though, haven't you?
Could you stream Beyond the Harbor?
Beyond the Harbor.
Beyond the Harbor. Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't heard of it.
Ugh.
Oh, is that the one with what is it?
Ooh,
Angus?
okay. This is actually Viet shout out for Harmonious. Beyond the Harbor is a brand new VN. It's sort of in the line of X. I think Grizz actually played it.
I have, yeah.
Yeah,
It's very good.
Yeah, so let's just give a shout out to Harmonious. He's a really good beam. He's a really good beam. And yeah, play Beyond the Harbor.
Yep.
Also,
Isn't there? Oh, sorry.
I'm sending a link on.
Alright, so I was just gonna say too, like, isn't that the one where it's Angus or whatever from Beyond the Harbor, or is that a different novel?
Ollie. No, it's Ollie. It's different, but it's really good. And
Okay.
Harmonious is a good beam. So just like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, no
Shout out
ICO
to-
or shit. We're bad at this. My bad.
and also play Ice perhaps.
Yes, play ICO. So I was gonna say ICO and Beyond the Harbor do not have. So ICO and Beyond the Harbor don't have any, characters in this bracket, unfortunately. But definitely games I'd love to play and hope that they make the bracket next year, or at least make the candidates list. So sorry to interrupt. I was just trying to shout out your novels. Going to try and play ICO sometime soon when I get the other updates done.
ICO stands for I Can't Ovulate.
It stands for I can't odd because people can't even, they can't odd.
That's cool. That.
All right, so
No, actually, ICO stands for It's Complicated. Okay.
Exactly. All right, so I don't think we have any more questions. I'm going to end the stream here. I also have a questions and concerns channel in my Discord for March Madness and just in general. So yeah, that is all for the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.